Hey y'all, did I mention how good God is to me? Well, back with another episode here, y'all. Let's see. Like I said, it's all hard to keep it straight in my head as far as which place I was at, exactly when it was, man. To me, it was just the penitentiary, man. I was sitting here thinking the next altercation I recall where a guy tried to really hurt me happened first thing in the morning. And we were getting ready to go eat. We were in the bathroom. Me and, I don't know, about 15 other guys. And I like to splash cold water on my face to try to wake up in the morning. And the dude next to me is like, "Hey, you're splashing me." And I looked at him and I told him, "Sorry, man, I didn't realize it. I'm still half asleep." Well, I didn't realize it at the time, you guys, but everybody behind me was telling dude he needed to do something about it because I was, well, white. Now, I didn't even think nothing about it, you guys. I kept doing what I was doing and brushed my teeth, and I can't recall if I heard him coming or if I seen him coming. But I turned around and there he was, and he had a leather belt with a padlock on it. This is one of the things that guys will attack you with in there. It's very dangerous, man. So, now this guy's a lot smaller than me. And the first thing I notice is, man, he's got that belt way too long. And I already know he's only going to get one swing. And then I'm going to beat him with his own lock, man. I've already got it in my head what's about to happen. And that's just about how it went, you guys. He took one swing at me with that thing, and I grabbed it with my left hand, and I hit him as hard as I could in the face with my right. And when he let go of it, I took that belt and I wrapped it around my hand, and I proceeded to try to do to him what he tried to do to me. And as I was beating him with his own lock, you guys, he tried to hide up under this row of sinks. Now, mind you, there's 12, 15 other dudes standing there watching this go down. And I'm beating this guy. He tries to hide under the sink, man, and I start hitting the sink and just blowing the sink to pieces, you guys. There's porcelain chunks flying everywhere. I get to laying it on him so bad he knows that I'm going to kill him. Now this guy gets up and he turns around and he takes a running leap, you guys. We were on the second floor. He dove over the rail, and in there they have the great big huge ceiling fans, man. They're like 12-foot blades or something. They're gigantic. Well, this guy dives over the blade because he don't want to get beat to death, and he hits that damn fan blade right in his face. He does a couple of flips, and he lands on the concrete downstairs right in front of the desk, man, where the guard's sitting. And I hold up this lock and this belt, and I tell the guard, man, he tried to hit me with this. And I threw it down there. That was the next time that comes to mind as far as him trying to really hurt me. You know, I said something in that one of the other videos about I met a guy that trained me how to do some stuff. Well, that was a lot later, man. I shouldn't have said that just yet. Right now, I'm just riding with me and my rage and all of the fighting experience that I already had, man. There was that deal. Man. Oh, yeah, this was still at MTU while I was in D unit. So, I like to play basketball. And this was the one time, you guys, they really got me good. This is the only time they got me, by the way. So we're in the gym at MTU, and we're playing basketball. I'm the only guy that looks like me that's playing basketball, by the way. And the same thing happens as that other fight. I accidentally knock somebody down, get all bent about it, and they threw the ball across the court. I go walking after the ball, and man, I get the ball and I turn around and the gym's empty, and I'm the only one standing there. And as I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on, you guys, here they come back through the door, a freight train of them. Now, I was counting them suckers one after the next, and when I got to 22, I was hands-on in the corner under the chin-up bar, you guys. Now, when there's that many people on you, man, you really ain't much you can do. I didn't have any room to work with, so there was 20-some guys, man, and they got me in the corner, and they beat the living shit out of me, man. I had boot prints on my face, and I know some of my ribs were broken, and my jaw was out. Teeth were loose. I think maybe my orbital bone might have been cracked. So I think they thought I was dead, you guys, and they all walked away. And they got outside, and they're all in little groups now, laughing and shit, talking about it, right? Well, I drug myself up off the floor, man, and I already knew they didn't want none, man. If it was just a few of them, they already learned that I'd beat them up. So I come walking out of there, man, looking just like I probably should have been dead. I mean, they put it on me. I was covered with blood. And I started chasing them all around, man. I was pissed. But now that they were all in little groups, none of them wanted any, right? So I end up taking my butt back to D unit, and I limp in there. And the guard that was on looks at me and he's like, "Damn, they finally got you, huh?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm gonna go lay down, man." So I go lay down. For a long time, man, I was hurt. I never went for medical or nothing, but I went and laid down. Now, there was a guard that worked that night, you guys, that knew of me when I was free, when I was a kid. He knew who I was. And when he saw what they did to me, he decided he was going to maybe help me a little bit to get back at them, you guys. He saw me and he asked me, "Man, are any of the guys that did this to you in this unit?" And I said, "Yeah, man, there's a bunch of them in here." And he said, "All right, man, I want a list. Give me some cell numbers." I'm hoping this has been long enough that nobody cares, but this man, in an effort to help me get back at some of these guys that beat me down, man, he was giving me access to them at a time when they weren't expecting it, man, and I was taking care of business. That went on for a minute. I remember getting in another big scrap with a pile of them in the kitchen. Had a job in the kitchen, man. This one guy'd come in there every day, talk about how much he hates people that look like me and slavery this and slavery that. And I just got sick of hearing it one day, man, and I just told him to shut the F up. Well, you can imagine how that went down. So we scrapped pretty good there. I don't even remember how that went on. I don't even remember, man. It was one of many. So there was that one and a few others, man. And the day came, you guys, where I was just kind of over being messed with, man. And I felt like maybe I should just do something, well, I guess you could call this crazy, y'all. And I'm telling you right now, what I did never happened before me. And it hasn't taken place since. And there's some guys still to this day that probably talk about what I did. So I'm going to run it by you, but I need a drink first. Again, can't remember which place I was, Don't even care. It was prison to me. Here's how it went. It's out walking around the yard. Keep getting in all these confrontations. Everybody wants to mess with me. They think that, they're going to victimize me. Like I said, I was done with that, right? Oh, my goodness. I'm walking around this track, and it just clicks in my head that, man, you know what? Let's just let them all know today, all at once, that you're just over it. And you're done. You got no F's left to give. And you guys, it was the day they were having their big meetings. And there was a couple of double wides slapped together over there. And there's, I don't know, 200-300 guys in there probably. And let's just say they didn't look like me. Not a one of them. No, they're over there in that meeting. And it occurs to me, a good way to just let everybody know that I'm over this shit was to take part in their meeting, y'all. I looked like Forrest Gump at the Panther party. I walked up them stairs, and the big dude on the stairs, man, didn't know whether to shit or go blind, y'all. And I walked past him, and the dude talking on stage looked at me, and a couple hundred other guys looked at me like, what's up? Now, in order to really let them know how I felt, you guys, I didn't even bother to go to the back wall and put my back to the wall. Man, I sat in the middle of the room. And I figured, man, either I was just going to let them all know, or they were going to shut the damn door and kill me right there. But what ended up happening was the guy talked for about 3 more minutes and shut her down. And I got up calmly and walked out. Well, it wasn't long after that. I was out walking around. Had 4 big dudes come up to me talking about the Grand Sheik wants to see you. And I thought that they were going to kill me over this, you guys. They said, down around the track there, he's sitting there at the picnic table, and he's got a chess board in front of him, long ponytail. Go see him. His name is Sonny. So I walked down around there, and you guys, when I see where this guy's at, 4 other great big dudes posted up on either corner of this picnic table, man. And this guy's sitting there, like I said, with a chessboard. And the guy kind of looks like Snoop Dogg, but with lighter skin, man. Now, I know as soon as I sit down on this table, I'm in a very vulnerable spot. And if they want to do me, I'm done, right? I thought they might just do that, you guys. When I sat down there, I was pretty much convinced that this might be it. So I sat on down, and the guy, Sonny, he says, man, do you know how to play chess? I said, no, I've never played, man, but I find it interesting. He says, I don't know what's going on, man, but all I keep hearing is your name time and time and time again. He's like, what is going on? I'm like, dude, what's going on is I refuse to be victimized, man. You guys keep playing with me, thinking they can do whatever they want to me, man. And all I want to do is this time and go home. I don't want to bother nobody. Matter of fact, I don't bother anybody, man. I just want to go home. And you guys, this guy Sonny was the Grand Sheik. And he says, man, I can respect that. From now on, dude, they won't bother you. And that's how that went, you guys. And that was towards the end of my bit. And things mellowed out after that, man. I was able to quit getting in all these scraps and losing all my good time and all the stuff that goes with that. And a little while after that, I ended up meeting this guy that I was telling you about before. And we'll save that for another time, you guys. Now, I've already made another video back on topic about some of the stuff that's gone on around my house. I knew when I moved here that I was in an area that had a lot of stuff going on with these Sabe and who knows what else. But you guys, I guess I didn't realize exactly just how much went on around here. That's got to be downloaded through the computer, and then we'll put that one up for you guys too. Thanks for being here, you guys. I appreciate your time. Michigan Cryptid, out.